He just took a nap on the plane. When he woke up, he found his country had been bombed to ruins. Overnight, he became a person without citizenship, so he was detained at the airport. The supervisor thought he would sneak out of the airport and then get arrested by the police, but he never expected the man to actually plan on living at the airport until his country was liberated, because only then could he legally enter New York and fulfill his father's dying wish. But the supervisor tried to trick him into leaving the airport. He didn't expect the man to spot the trap through surveillance cameras, so he looked straight into the camera and said he would wait at the airport, but his money was no longer usable. So he came up with ways to make money. He collected abandoned luggage carts and got the deposit refunds from the machines. But the next day, employees took over this job, so he went to look for work at airport shops, but no one would hire him because he had no citizenship or legal status. He walked sadly past a construction site and noticed the poor workmanship. As an engineer, he decided to fix it, but he didn't expect to be caught by the construction crew. Just as he was about to slip away, the construction crew saw his work and decided to hire him on the spot. That day he saw news about his country on TV, but he didn't speak English, so he started studying English hard, until one day, an Eastern European man was misunderstood by airport staff, but no one could speak his language, so the supervisor asked him to help translate. It turned out the Eastern European's medicine didn't have proper permits, but the medicine was meant to save lives. However, the supervisor had to follow the rules. Just as they were about to arrest the Eastern European, he suddenly said the medicine was for goats, because medicine for animals doesn't need permits, but the supervisor thought he was lying. The Eastern European caught his hint though, and admitted the medicine was for goats. Reluctantly, the supervisor returned the medicine to him, but the supervisor angrily slammed him against the printer, thinking he was always causing trouble. When he returned to the main hall, word of what he'd done had spread throughout the airport. Turns out everyone had disliked the supervisor for a long time, but no one had ever dared to stand up to him. From then on, he became famous at the airport. He spent 9 months living at the airport like this. Finally, he saw news of his country's restoration, so he went to the supervisor to get a transit pass signed, because only with a transit pass could he go to New York. But the supervisor just handed him his passport and told him to go home. If he insisted on going to New York, everyone at the airport who had helped him would lose their jobs. As he hesitated, everyone told him not to listen to the supervisor, but he still didn't want to get others in trouble because of him. Just then, airport security actually stopped the plane. Security successfully forced his plane to halt, so he found his courage, and with everyone escorting him, he walked out of the airport, setting off on the journey to fulfill his father's dying wish.